Those textures.
Love it. Love it.
Ooh.
I love the fact that.
So,
go on.
I was gonna say, when you were testing this, was it last week we last chatted about this? Was this
Yeah.
were you playing the PS2 version or PS1 version?
This
emulator.
No,
or is this the same
This
one?
isn't emulated. This is a oh, I've got the mouse cursor in the way. This is a PC version of the game, which was released in 2006, but only in Asia, only in Japan, I think. No, China. I think it was China. Called the Source Next. China. So generally speaking, the versions that you might play. Oh, it came out originally on the PlayStation 1 in '98, and it's been re-released on Dreamcast, PS2, possibly. It did come out on the Dreamcast. Yeah, it got a re-release on the Dreamcast, I think, a little bit later. And then the PS2, I think, it definitely got a re-release on the GameCube around the same time that Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 1 Remake came out.
Did it?
Yeah. And that's the GameCube one is the de facto best console version. It's the highest quality. And if you play it on the Dolphin emulator, there's a patch you can put in to put in HD textures, which is lovely.
Really?
And probably higher quality than this, because like you can see that the text on here is pretty jank. It's
for some reason I seem to. Did this come out on N64?
Yes, it did have an N64 release as well, which was insane. There is articles you can read. I don't know who actually posted it. Gamasutra, I think.
I've got Wikipedia open now, so I'll just have a look because N64. You're right. Yeah.
Reading the article, the amount of work they had to do to get all of the 2 discs worth of content, which is 4 separate scenarios plus bonuses plus full movies onto a cartridge, was insane. But they did manage it. So it did get an N64. I think just Resi 2. I don't think Resident Evil 1 got a release on N64.
I don't think it did. No.
They couldn't be bothered after that.
They didn't need to.
Screw that.
Resi 2.
Apparently, there was a Sega Saturn version in development, but that was
that probably got canned.
That was canned due to technical difficulties.
Resi 2 got delayed, so Resi 2 was there's a version out there which is generally known as Resident Evil 1.5, which is the previous. There's a prototype of what they were going to release, which is about 80 to 90% finished. So you can play it, but obviously it's very janky indeed. But there's enough in there, including recorded footage and everything. Again, you can go out and check it out on the net if you want. Did you know Gaming's got a good write-up of it all. But it's interesting because one of the characters, Leon, who you can play as in this game, it was set to be in that game. But instead of it being Claire, who is the sister of the main character, or one of the main characters from the first game, it was going to be a new character called Elsa Walker. So this character, Claire, isn't in it. But instead you've got like a random new character. And it wasn't set quite as much in the city. I forget the other there was all sorts of other random details about it as well, but we didn't get it. So in the end they scrapped it. They didn't like it, and they thought, you know what, we're going to redo this. So they did Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut, and that got all sorts of extra details. And it got like, basically it was one of the first platinum releases for PlayStation. You know, there you go. That's who makes it. Source Next. There we go, full intro.
Lovely.
The old Capcom logo, yeah.
I love that.
Which, thanks to this game, used to fill me with dread. There we go.
Flat can.
No. What is this called? The sizzle reel or something? I forget what they call this.
Kablowy.
Oh, that's
and it's called
Biohazard 2, the original name,
Biohazard 2, because this is the Japanese version.
How long did they carry on calling it Biohazard before
it's still called Biohazard?
I think is it?
It's still called so we're up to Biohazard 7 and then soon to be Biohazard 8 in Japan.
And now we're getting like the crossover now where it's called Resident Evil Biohazard.
Yes.
What?
So.
Also,
Explain.
You can see
I don't get that because they're basically the same game. But
they are basically the same game, but
it's the Bison Vega name swap.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
that whole thing again.
It's the Dr. Robotnik Eggman happening all over again.
Yeah. The Aerith malarkey. Although we got that the other way, didn't we? It's just Aerith to us now. But you can see this game has been patched. There's a PC patch out there, which is like an unofficial patch, which changes this to be more like the American game. Hence why on this title screen it says Resident Evil 2, not Biohazard 2. So yeah.
And what does original mode and arrange mode mean?
They're really poor ways of describing. Original mode is just the game. That should say start game. Arrange mode is something which came in, I think, director's cuts or something like that. Maybe it came in the original. I don't remember. Where they change all the details. So it's like they mix up everything, items from different places and monsters from different places and all of that jazz. I think because this is the PC version, a lot of things that you would normally have to play to unlock are open available by default. So when I booted this up, you've got a couple of finished saves on here, which you can go into. See Leon Max and Claire Max. These are ones I've just made as messing about. I tried to delete these before we started. I have no idea how to do that. So I'm just sit there for now. I couldn't find a way to unplug my PlayStation 1 memory card, so I guess we're fucked.
So, very important question: are we going to roll a d20 to see which one you're actually going to play?
I will probably play, unless anyone particularly wants to see the Claire one, and of course there's nothing to say we can't do both down the line. I will probably play Leon's campaign for reasons I'll explain as we get into it.
Leon serves better food generally than Claire's.
Yeah, exactly.
Although Claire has fantastic accessories.
Triangles.
Very good, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. It looks like Amy's still eating. I was holding off.
Mute, it's fine. We're not using video.
Oh, that's true. So I've thrown her in it now. Oh no.
So we only can hear. So if you want to be fart, then that's fine. You know, it's good.
That's true. That's a good shout. Accidentally deafen instead of mute, so it's just that's all picked up. Of course, my audio is picked up by OBS, so I got nowhere to hide. I got to just close everything and hope for the best. Stop it all! Stop the
closing it all,
presents!
including my anus.
Stop the presents! I gotta fart.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Smuggle it out.
Right. Come on.
All right.
Talking of smuggling, her hot pants, man.
Yeah,
like,
I know,
who wears
I
hot
know.
pants like that?
They change it in almost every other one that comes since. They change it to wearing a regular pair of jeans and or jean shorts, which I feel like was probably the intent, not bright pink jean shorts.
How much?
Wow.
How much crotch can we show today?
Yeah, quite. So here we go. Original mode, and when I put in original mode, I can choose to be either Leon, or Claire. So we're gonna go with Leon, and we're gonna go with normal mode. I forget.
There's no hard mode.
It's tricky enough. There is. You could argue there is a hard mode, but we'll come back to that.
I think easy you get more bullets, if I remember.
Yeah, or zombies take less bullets, one way or t'other. Yeah, that's what I think so. But let's go for it.
Resident Evil
2. Back in the habit. The new batch. I've got to actually
I'm
play
interested.
video.
I've never played Resident Evil. Particularly not 2, so this is all new.
It's good.
Yeah,
so no subtitles, I'm afraid. It's far
That's
too
all right.
early. I've got Japanese subtitles, I think, but I'd have to like patch the game to get them.
Well, just make up the story as we go
Yeah.
along.
This is talking about Resident Evil 1 and how there was a strange event at the Arkley Mansion a few months ago, and victims were apparently eaten.
Yeah. So obviously with this Resident Evil, I don't know about the previous one, but rather this one, there was a lot like a variety of monsters like giant frogs, spiders, snakes.
That continues in this one.
So, but the thing is, like later down the title, they're more focused on zombies or particular biomonsters, don't they? Or...
Well, yes and no. I think that a lot of the time in the remakes, they focused more on it being about the zombies first and foremost, and different creatures being mutated zombies rather than being their own thing. Here is a lot more B-movie. So you've got things like, without putting too much of a spoiler on it, you've got like giant frog monsters, were hunters. They were in Resi 1. They're not in this one, but there is a replacement one which you'll see soon. This game is the first time where they do start to do that. They start to say, like, let's not just have zombies and B-movie monsters. Let's show like mutations and stuff. Here he is. Here's our cop, Leon Kennedy. So he's rocked up to his. Oh, he's a Japanese. So
he's got nice
graphics, cutting edge. Lest we forget, cutting edge.
It was.
It's the 90s. We got a full motion video.
Yep.
It was certainly a time where it was just FMV with like either live action or just
this was a big deal back
graphics.
then. Oh, guy's a maniac. He bit me. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye. I'm sure that's not important for later.
Too concerned.
This will buff out fine.
I just noticed the garage is called Texago.
Taxago, yeah, it's something,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I think
this
that's kind of like a rub-off of like Japanese like anime and TV series where they go out of their way to make puns on like company IDs and stuff.
Somi and some whatnot, yeah.
Sobe and there was a Marlboro like advert in the background and you'll see it there. It's like Malatish or something like that.
Oh.
No. I got your foot.
I
Watch out, I got your booty.
Yes.
Nobody touches my foot.
Shoelaces, I want to eat.
So this is canonically Leon's first day on the job, and for some reason he's rocked up in full SWAT gear, which he shouldn't own at this point, because as you're about to find out, he's technically not really been to the police station yet.
He's the rookie.
Yeah. Got him. Claire has her own intro, which is different but similar to this. So you see the other side of Claire in the diner in her intro. It's cool.
Look at them run.
I know. Free car, sweet.
Yeah, is it your car?
Yeah.
Oh, it's touch.
Raccoon City cars, they don't need keys.
Yeah.
We're off, bye.
What's going on? I arrived in town and the whole place went insane.
The radio's out.
He just psychically knows the radio's out.
First day on the job. Great, huh?
Yeah, he's got long feet on the pedal.
Just can't get comfortable in this car
Things
seat.
like that.
Damn raccoon car seats. Meow.
Whoa.
He's
There he
up
is.
here.
There's Optimus Prime. Yeah.
Hey, could you open the
You
glove
drunk?
box?
Sure.
There's some donuts in here. Great, this is a cop
Yeah,
car.
you can eat this
Yeah.
gun.
Oh, here we go, hang on. It's Leon's brother! He's got the same character model. I'm not the first person to talk about this on a Let's Play, but it's gotta be said. It's Leon's fucking brother. There you go. Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
okay, cool. So, there is a second scenario after you play. Both characters have two scenarios. In the first scenario, their card spins round. In the second scenario, the card doesn't. And depending on whether it spins round or not in the intro, depends on which side of the truck you end up on, and that determines what side of the story you play. So the idea is that Leon A is synonymous with Claire B, and Claire A is synonymous with Leon B. So we're playing Leon A right now.
I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's all Bernie and shit.
So when you finish Leon A, you automatically play Leon, Claire B.
I think that might be what arrange mode is actually, now I think about it. Here we go, we're playing. Oh god, I've got to get the fuck out
We're
of
off.
here.
He's on fire.
Fucking run!
Wow. Pixelation.
Time to go. Okay, so
What's the strat? Are you going?
I'm already doing the pro strats. Look at all
firing?
this ducking and dodging and weaving.
Look at that.
There we
Look
go.
at this messing about.
Wow. So
Just
you control
run away from
the
everything.
controls are called
Swat
tank
it.
controls because if I press up, I go forward, and if I press back, I go back. Down in front. God, I gotta go. Fucking hell.
Gunshop Kendo. I
Gunshop.
don't think guns are involved in Kendo, guys.
That is Kendo, the gun shop owner. Here he is.
So what? So what
Here
Joe
he
was
is.
trying to. Oh, okay.
Oh.
We'll talk about it in a second.
Hold your fire.
Sin.
I'm a human.
Shut up, Amy.
No. Sorry. Wouldn't want you to miss this thrilling narrative.
This rich
Yeah.
character
Sorry about that.
development. Why does it sound like he's voiced like by a computer?
Because all of the voice acting in Resident Evil is terrible.
It's pretty bad. This is significantly better than Resident Evil 1, but that's not saying much.
The entire city was infested with zombies.
I don't know what's going on. So there you go, look, we're ready, we can relax. Right, so talking about tank controls, Amy, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, so what? Regardless of, so you get loads of different camera angles. You can be behind him, in front of him, to the
Yeah.
left, to the right. Regardless of which camera angle you're on, whichever way he's facing, forward goes forward.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to control when you switch cameras.
There's no strafing. Left and right turns you left and right. In this game,
He's just, like,
there's...
he's just moonwalking him on spot, really.
Yeah, that's it, that's what you get. I hold down V to run on the keyboard, so otherwise I'm just walking. If I hold down V, I zoom around. And then to shoot, I've got to ready my gun first. So I've got to hold X to ready it, which on the PlayStation was like R1 or R2, I think. And then I cannot move and shoot. A bit like I can look up and down, but I can't move and shoot. It's all
like netball.
Yeah, it's netball. Netball rules. That's it. That's all I got. And I got on my person right now. I have a knife.
Fine.
I have a lighter. I have 18 bullets, and that's it.
18 bullets, no gun.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I got right now. That versus the world. Oh, and I've already forgotten my run button. There we go. So there's going to be a lot of this, and I'm not used to these controls at all. I'm no master of the tank controls. So look, there's going to be an awful lot of stupid can't get in here.
So jarring because of the number of like speedruns going on.
Yeah. So it's called Kendo's Gun Shop, but already you can just about see in there. It's Tony's arms.
Tony's arms.
So Tony's the handgun guy in
Load
town.
your handgun with arms.
Yeah. You can't hug your friends with arms.
Oh, see you later, Kendo.
So there's Kendo. There's our rich narrative down the fucking gutter. So anyway, I can go get a shotgun off of him. I can take his shotgun if I want, but I don't. I don't want it. So
just awkwardly leave the room.
I'm gonna. I couldn't find the open door button for a second. There we go. We're gonna go through here. Yeah, exactly. Game over.